Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on. It happened to you? Hmm. And I know it's not a graphics card thing, like there's nothing wrong with my graphics card, so I don't really know what's going on with it. It should be fine. Yesterday I had all the planes and tanks preview cards. My tech tree show red squares. Whatever they did in that last update, that like mini update they did, it seemed to fuck a lot of like little things, like especially UI stuff, so I'll have to see what goes on going forward. See if it's a big issue or not. The Radkampfwagen is flying home. He's trying to get to Alpha before he gets fucked. Makes sense. Because we're doing it in random games too? Seems a bit odd, doesn't it?
I was just killed by Soviet fatness.
I met the Soviet Union earlier today, and he was using an M1A2, so...
Well, good to see he came around.
Do I log my FPS at 60? Yes. Yeah, I VSync on at 60. And the basic reason is so when it comes to like videos and stuff, I always upload at 60 FPS. So I see in the match what you see in the video. So therefore, like it's just, it's easier, you know, it's easier just to, if there's something weird going on in the match, it isn't just on my end or on the stream's end or anything like that, you know. Go on. Oh. Go forward. Alright, don't go forward. How do you lock FPS? The only way in game that you can lock FPS is through VSync. And I lock it through VSync, so. Oh, it's on console as well? Oh, okay, so it's not my graphics card then, that's nice to know. But yeah, generally when it comes to the game, it's been pretty stable for me for months, but the last few days it's been a bit all over the place. I don't know whether it's the user missions I have, but it started happening off that, like, you know when they did like downtime to update the game, it started happening after that, so I have to see what it is, like what's causing it. And the thing is, it's not making the game unplayable, apart from maybe that sky glitch there. That made it definitely rough, so.
I haven't seen much, but I haven't been playing much, so.
Yeah. I'd say the past 4 days have been slowly been getting worse. Yesterday, I couldn't see planes because everything was a black hole. Oh god. That doesn't sound very fun.
So what you're saying is now is the perfect time for me to play planes. No one will see me.
Ground strike to your heart's content.
Hell yeah. Well, someone decided to just level all of Tunisia in my game.
I don't like FPS either. It's a crooked mistress. The one that I seem to have been able to fix is the Hagen Forest map, where people would level that place and it would just kill my FPS. Seems like my computer's dealing with that one okay. But the Tunisia one still hits my PC hard, and sometimes Advance to the Rhine. just a tank game. 60 FPS is a sweet spot. Yeah, I mean it works. You know, obviously if there was better FPS, then it would make it, you know, so I could probably do better. But generally, at least for me, that's not a huge thing. Like I'm used to 60. You know, 120, 240 would be nice, but it doesn't really matter. I'm fine with how it is right now.
I had to unsubscribe from r/gaming today because it's I don't know, they just made a post and I had to stare at it for a few minutes because I couldn't comprehend what I was reading. And it was literally, the post was some guy going, honestly, 4K looks exactly like 1080. And
Okay,
I can't
well.
tell a difference between like 30 FPS and 120. I'm like, you are just jealous that you have a console and other people have PC. Like, shut up.
It's either that
Like,
or maybe his monitor's fucked, or like maybe it's an old monitor.
Nah, he literally specifically said, I'm tired of PC owners like bragging about about 4K and 60 FPS. I'm like, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
It is definitely different. Like even like upgrades, like when I get upgrades, like when I went from my old graphics card to this one, it was a huge change. You know, it was stability when before there was no stability. Yeah, as simple as that.
Like, there's nothing wrong with doing console over PC, but like, don't try and
don't make that argument. Like,
yeah. Just be like, I went with it because of X, Y, and Z. It's like, all right, well, I went with PC because of, you know, these other reasons.
Yeah.
Don't try and act like console is equal to PC. You know, on all fronts, and they're the exact same thing.
Yeah, because they're just not. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Sorry. Oh god. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It just is how it is. Like, I mean, for me, I'm kind of fine. Like, I can still play stuff at 30 FPS. I do definitely prefer 60 nowadays. You know, now that I have the technology and the know-how, but if there's a game, especially if it's like a side scroller or something like that, and it's locked to 30, like I don't mind too much. Like it's okay.
Yeah. It really depends on the game for me.
Yeah. Yeah, like if it's an FPS or something, I kind of need 60.
Yeah.
It's such a big difference.
Yep.
If it's like a story-driven thing, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get FPS drops in War Thunder? Well, that's good. I do. Mainly when, you know, half a city gets leveled. Has a bit of a toll on the machine. That is a Leclerc. What are you doing, baby? You play EC on console because my FPS will drop to 1 frame every 3 seconds when shit hits the fan and everybody is shooting in a small area. Yeah, I can understand that. It will be interesting with those new the new Xbox though. I was looking at the specs of that thing. Looks pretty impressive. Only issue I'd worry about is good old heating, as usual. We'll see how it goes. God bless trees. Needed that. I don't know how many more I can stave off the point there. And thank God we brought some new rounds as well. We definitely needed them. I think I can improve the Xbox. I'm a huge fan. To get it. I mean, it's like 600... What is it? Like 600 things? like $600, I think, Canadian, for the new Xbox, which isn't that bad. You know.
I don't think it's that much. The big thing that annoys me with consoles nowadays is that you have to pay for like what, $60.
The membership stuff.
Yeah.
Bit of a pain, I do agree. Yeah, I don't think it's $60 a month. I think it's like $60 a year, but it's still, it's $60 more. Yeah, it's $60
like,
more.
oh, you want to do something on the console you bought? Well,
yeah.
Fuck you. You know.
How you doing, Hans? How's life, man?
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Alright, we 3-capped them. There aren't too many of them left. I think we should be okay here. I always mod my Xbox's cooling system because I don't have AC. Summers get well over 100 Fahrenheit, 38 degrees C. I like to stay inside and play when it's that hot. That's fair. I have no idea how to mod stuff like that. Like, I've never really looked into it. The last console I had was a 360, so, like, to put it in perspective. I enjoyed that 360 a lot. I still use the 360 controller today, with racing games and some other games.
Hell yeah.
Still
the new I honestly enjoy the new Xbox controller a lot too, though. They're fucking. The Xbox makes better controllers. That's just a plain.
Oh, than PlayStation? Yeah. Yeah, the problem I have with PlayStation controllers is they feel like they're designed for a dwarf. Like they don't fit in my hands at all. You can take the plastic case off the 360. I bet that'd help with cooling. Yeah, probably.
I agree with Turn 8. We need the YF12 in game. Gaijin, please.
What's the YF12?
The fighter, the fighter SR-71, basically.
All right then.
Although I don't think people realize this about the YF12/SR-71. At top speed, top altitude, it had a turning radius of like 160 nautical miles.
Sounds perfect.
It took 4 minutes to do a 180.
Reminds me of, what was that Soviet plane that people were talking about? Like the Interceptor one?
The MiG-25 that has like a 5G limit.
Yeah. That would be so funny.
I want them to add that, and I want to just watch wing rip after wing rip all on the enemy team. You know.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so funny. Oh, there we go. A nice 7-kill game. Good stuff. Oh, could be 8.
Attention to the map.
Which boat is this? They should add it to War Thunder? What? What boat? What, was there a link or something? You can get Snap-on fans for Amazon? Oh, okay. So you just basically put them on, kind of like the laptop fans they do? That makes sense.
I know they had that for the 360. I had a friend who had one.
Yeah. A nice game. We had 15 hits, 8 kills, 2 assists. And that only got us 4th on the team, showing that our team did really well there. Like, look at these guys, capping a storm. 6 caps between them. Not too bad, playing the objective. Good stuff.